Look, like, I'm not going to lie, guys. We're in that boat again. We're in that boat of, it's an Amiga game that I don't remember fully playing back in the day. That's been converted to the Mega Drive. And now here I am trying to figure out how to play it without reading the manual, without doing anything to do with the actual playing of the game. So yeah, it's hard to write a script based on that, which is why I'm just kind of talking over the footage a little bit, like old school, like how we used to do it, back in the day. Back in the day, as you can see by me just aimlessly moving around, I don't know what I'm doing, and the game is, it's got a reputation to it. It's Bullfrog. It's early Molyneux. It's back when he was still, delivering good games. But I can't remember playing it on the Amiga. I might have played a demo. I mean, there would have been a demo for this, I think, when I had my Amiga. But it's not one I ever engaged. Not a game I ever engaged with because I don't know. I just didn't play it. So I think I'm figuring out how to raise the ground and destroy those guys' houses. So sorry about that, boys. Didn't mean to do that. I think the game is about raising the lower land to help your guys make stuff so that they can then, do stuff. I think I sent in the map to that Hank symbol there, not the Jesus thing. But, it is... Let's have a look at the review. Let's focus on that, Phil. Focus on that. So, it's getting 90%. Because this is Populous 2, not Populous. Is this Populous 2? Oh. Right, Phil here from the edit/future. This confused me because it said Populous 2 in the review, but I'm sure it wasn't Populous 2 on the ROM when I played it. So I went back and checked the footage, and it opens up, and it definitely says Populous, the first one. So initially I was like, great, Phil, you're an idiot. You added the wrong ROM to this collection you got to play the games through. I'm going to have to re-record this now for Populous 2 and then re-record the audio. But then I had a quick double check through the no intro archive for the ROM set on archive.org. And in the list, it just says Populous. Populous Europe, Japan, USA. No Populous 2. I don't think it's called The Populous 2 because that would make no sense. So why does the guide say Populous 2 when the game itself just says Populous? So just had a quick look at the wiki. The Populous originally came out in 1889 on the Amiga, as we talked about, one for the Amiga Dweebs. So let's find the wiki page for Populous 2. That one says Amiga as well. That one doesn't say. A Mega Drive version was released as the Two Tribes Populous 2 in 1993 ported. Okay. So let's go back and check that list. Two Tribes Populous 2 Europe. But that wasn't the game here, is it? Right, let's look at the Sega Retro. Popular Sega Mega Drive strategy simulation game, Dragon with Mobile. Alongside Budokan and Xeni Golf, among the first batch of Mega Drive games Electronic Arts developed. This tended to be releases and licensed games. This was in that first bit when EA blackmailed basically Sega into letting them do it. This is one of the first ones that came out. So the release date for the EU is 1990, whereas Two Tribes for the Mega Drive was 93. So I think that's too late for the guide. Yeah, Two Tribes Populous has got a different title screen. Released in 93, October 93. I'm sure that's after the guide. So why have they got it down as Populous 2 in the guide itself? And I don't think there is a Two Tribes. If I go down to the T's, yeah, there's no 2. So is Populous 2 here the wrong one? Is this another mislabeling thing after the kind of confusion around Mickey Mouse, Castle Illusion and Trackman the Forever Man? It looks different in the screenshots as well. And published by Virgin, not EA. I'm so confused. I guess I'm going to have to try and do a little bit of Two Tribes at the end. We got there in the end because this screenshot kind of matches up with what's on the screenshot of the game. So clearly they just called it Populous 2. rather than giving it the real title 2 Tries Populous 2. I guess because it was too long to fit into the top of the review box. Who knows? But it's really confused things, and it's dragged this whole thing out when really I've not played either game. This is a maybe. I'm really bored of this now. We're going to move on and close this all down now. Okay? Cool. Wicked. Thanks. Bye. See you next week with a game I can hopefully have an opinion on and play properly and stop talking quite like this. Bye.